my darlings, I hope you're all doing very well. In today's video, we're going to be looking at what people think are red flag tattoos or just cringy tattoos, bad tattoos. This is an article on BuzzFeed. I don't know, there is something about a BuzzFeed article that talks about tattoos that just, I don't know, it gives me a feeling. Sometimes I'm like, oh, what the hell is this? And other times I'm like, okay, this is really interesting. I would love to know your red flag tattoos. I'm sure some of them will be mentioned in this video, but there might be something that isn't mentioned that might be a red flag to you and we might all agree with, or we might not agree with. For me, a red flag tattoo is a racist one, homophobic, transphobic, and sometimes really, really graphic sexual tattoos as well that look a little bit rapey. You know, the ones that are just a bit too graphic and then in a very obvious place. It's not like in a hidden place. It's like right on the lower leg or lower arm or something where everyone can see. I don't know. I just get a bad vibe from that personally. So the title of this BuzzFeed article is, "It turns out some tattoos are major red flags to have. Here are 24 of the worst. Getting a Death Eater tattoo low-key symbolises you're racist." I don't know the backstory of that. If someone wants to explain that, or maybe someone's just saying that for something, I don't know. I've watched Harry Potter, but I'm not like a huge fan. I don't hate it. I'm just not a big fangirl. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not my life, so I don't know what's going on here. What tattoos people like comes down to personal preference, but people still have a lot of very strong opinions about bad tattoos. So when Reddit user you/Mr. Cool Ice, whatever, asked what sort of tattoo on someone is a major red flag for you, people did not hold back. Oh Lord. Okay, here are 24 beside the obvious like tattoos of hate symbols that people think are major red flags for someone's personality. Interesting. Anything tribal on a neon white man. What does that mean? Neon white. I guess they mean someone like me who is very, very pale. But I can see what they're saying. I will hold my hands up and say I have had a tribal tattoo. It was on my lower back. This was when I was young. I didn't know any better. It's been covered up since, okay? It was bad. It was really, really bad. But you live and you learn, okay? Something in a language they don't speak. What you think it means, wisdom and courage. What it actually means, fried pork with mushrooms. God. Here comes a confession time for me. I have still Chinese symbol tattoos on my lower stomach. I can't actually see them anymore. I can see them in the mirror, but where I got them tattooed is on that bit where, you know, fat protrudes on your stomach. So I can't see them if I look down. They're some of the tattoos I want lasered off, but it just means love and hate in Chinese, and it does actually mean that because I went to college with someone who spoke Chinese and confirmed that that's what it meant, kind of thing. I was very young when I got them. That was like, oh gosh, how many years ago was that? 14 years ago, I think it was. And I got them when I was like 18. And 18 back when I was 18 is completely different to 18 now. Like, there was no awareness and stuff for cultural appropriation and stuff like this. It's not an excuse, obviously, but yeah, they're getting lasered off when I can be bothered. Luckily, they're not shown ever. Okay, a huge American flag, I'm sorry. I don't know, is this a red flag? I don't know. If someone's very patriotic and in a non, you know, Donald Trump kind of way, I don't really see anything wrong with it. But then does it look a bit tacky? I don't know. Tacky, maybe. I don't know if it's a red flag. I don't know. It depends, doesn't it, per person? Like, it depends who they are as a person. Anything political or weed related, it tells me that has become their identity, basically. I don't know, like the political thing, I get it. I don't know, would you what kind of political tattoos are there? Like, would I ever get, like, a Labour tattoo, you know? Because that's normally who I would vote for. Probably not. And I'm trying to think how you would do that. Weed tattoos, if they're done, like this little one here, I think that's kind of cute. I don't see anything wrong with that. But if someone has, like, a massive, badly done weed leaf tattoo on their arm here and it says 420 just blaze it or something, I don't know. But then it's a bit like cringe, but is it a red flag? I don't think it's a red flag for me personally. You know, you do you, boo. The old feather and infinity symbol is mostly a giveaway for being a bit uninspired. Okay, everyone shits on the infinity symbol, and I went through a phase of being like, oh great, here comes another infinity symbol tattoo on my like discover feed or on my Instagram, what do you call it, when you're scrolling through and a tattoo artist I follow has done one. But then I really looked into the meaning, and most people do get it for a very personal meaning. So I've kind of been like, you know what? Whatever keeps you happy, you do you, boo. If it has a meaning to you, absolutely. If people are just doing it because everyone else is doing it, then it's a bit like, what are you doing? You know? The feather tattoo, again, I don't have a problem with that. Like, sure, it's maybe overdone, but I wouldn't say it's a major red flag. An inspirational quote tatted on someone screams they're trying desperately to prove something on themselves. This isn't a red flag to me at all. Like, a lot of people get quotes on them because it resonates with them for whatever reason. It's meaningful to them. You're not trying to prove anything, I don't think. And especially, like, with quote tattoos, you have to read them, right? So it's not like an instant trying to prove yourself to someone because someone would have to stop and read it. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't understand that, you know. I have 2 quote tattoos on me. One is, in order to be irreplaceable, one must always be different. And while yes, it's a Coco Chanel quote, and I at the time didn't realise Coco Chanel had a horrible past, it's still a quote that resonates with me, and I believe it and I stand by it, because I struggled a lot when I was younger to sort of, I had to fit in with the crowd kind of thing, you know. I felt like I had to blend in and be like everyone else. And then I saw that quote, and it was in that period where I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just going to be who I am. And if nobody likes me for who I am and what I like, then fuck them, right? So I got it in that era. I still love it. Whatever. And I have Carpe Diem, which I know, cliche. That was a very big Tumblr quote back in the day. I still love it though. And I'm not here to prove anything to anybody. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on quote tattoos. Do you have any? Nightmare Before Christmas tattoo, because you know they're going to be very annoying. The audacity. I don't have one. I do want a 0 though, because I love dogs. I like ghosts. I like Halloween stuff. It's like 3 birds, 1 stone. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I have seen some beautiful Nightmare Before Christmas tattoos. I don't know if I know anyone with one though. But I can imagine people, no, they're not annoying. Shut up. What do you know? Huh? You're just boring, okay? Just admit you're boring. My ex is 17, so he doesn't actually have this tattoo, but he genuinely wants to get a Harry Potter Death Eater tattoo. To clarify, it's not Harry Potter that makes me cringe, it's the Death Eater specifically. See, I was saying before, I don't know the context of this, so I'm going to just skip past that. I'm sure Harry Potter fans can educate me. Any kind of emo goth cartoon character like SpongeBob or Patrick. Some people just don't know how to have fun. And how is that like an emo goth cartoon? It's a sponge and a starfish. People really did just roll out of bed and chose just chaos when they were writing this shit. Because do they even know what the fuck they're saying? I'm offended. I don't even watch SpongeBob. Well, it's not like I've never watched it, but it's not like a thing that I'm drawn to, you know? And I don't have a tattoo of it. But childhood characters doing something unsavoury, like Winnie the Pooh in a dominatrix outfit, decapitated Pikachu, something like that. Okay, what the fuck? I've never seen anything like that in my whole entire life. Is that a thing? Oh my god, poor Winnie the Pooh. What the hell did it ever do to anyone to be a dominatrix? The poor little thing just wants to eat honey. The sounds of things. People are out here getting Winnie the Pooh wanting to eat another kind of honey. You know what I'm saying? Okay. It's rather inexplicable, but Tweety Bird tats attract the worst. Okay. When I was growing up, I feel like at least 3 parents that I knew, like of friends or whatever, had a Tweety Bird tattoo. Like it would either be on the arm or on the shoulder blade. And that was a weird time. I can't say I'm a fan of a Tweety Bird tattoo. I haven't seen one in ages though, so. But yeah, that was like such a 90s thing. Loyalty. The people I see with this tattoo, they usually don't appear to be the loyal type. How do you know? Like, do you know these people personally on a deep level? The thing is, every time I see a loyalty tattoo, and they're done nicely. There is something about the word loyalty done in a nice script that just looks aesthetically pleasing. I don't know what that's about. Oh no! Carpe diem. Editor's note, I'm not going to include YOLO, no regrets, etc. to this one. Stupid baseless words like pay to play or boss moves. I have never in my life seen a tattoo that says those words. Am I just not cool enough? Have you seen a tattoo like that? Only Jod? Only God can judge me. I feel like a tattoo like that, if someone is truly religious, have at it, go for it. If it's some roadman, you know, trying to be all deep and philosophical, it's not a mood, it's not a vibe, you know. I feel like religious tattoos or, you know, mentioning God should only be for those that are religious, personally. I used to work at an all-purpose gas station in Pittsburgh and was constantly told about a customer who had our store logo tattooed on his arm. Didn't make me proud, made me feel like I was joining a very corporate cult. What? So a customer had the store logo of a gas station tattooed on them. That's kind of strange, but I mean, if you love something that much, I don't know why you would love a gas station that much. Like, gas station snacks are sometimes elite. They do have a very nice selection, you know, like you can get a good selection of snacks in a gas station. We call it petrol station over here, but I know what you mean. You know what I mean. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. I knew a girl whose initials were VW and she had a Volkswagen logo tattoo. She was obsessed with the cars too. She didn't just get the tat because of her initials. I don't see anything wrong with that. What's wrong with that? Am I missing something here? I think that's kind of cute, to be honest. Clock tattoos, especially if it comes paired with roses or a lion. It's a very specific tattoo, but the people who get them are always so rude. This is obviously the ultimate guy tattoo. We've all seen it. It's normally in black and grey for the most part, and it's normally in like a really bad realism style. It's a little bit overdone. There was a moment there where shitting on these type of tattoos was kind of fun because, you know, we gave men a taste of their own medicine, but now it's getting a little bit boring. You know, like we're kind of past that. All right, let's just get over it. Comedy and tragedy masks. First 3 people I hooked up with had them in places you couldn't see with clothes on. Apparently I have a type. If I unwrap another human and find one, I may faint. Okay. That's kind of weird though, like to hook up with 3 people with the same kind of tattoo. But then you could probably say that about roses. Like, how many people have hooked up with a person with a rose tattoo because they're like the most popular. I swear guys with roses on their hands are generally arseholes. I like they said guys because I have double rose. So that might mean I'm a double arsehole. Do I know anyone with a rose hand tattoo that isn't me? Tom doesn't have one. He's got a rhino on his hand, which is pretty cool. Live, laugh, love. That is like the ultimate boomer saying, isn't it? Where did that even come from? Like, who thought that was cute? I think this might be an Australian thing. Oh, Australians, are you here? Are you listening? But having the Southern Cross tattoo anywhere is a red flag. Don't know why it's specifically the Southern Cross, but holy shit. Every person I've ever met with that specific tattoo has been a walking red flag. What is a Southern Cross? Does that mean the cross that's pointing downwards? Let's have a look real quick. Okay, the only thing that's coming up for me right now is a constellation. Do you see this? What's that about? I'm sure an Australian can tell me what a Southern Cross is. X names, placement, face. Oh, yeah, that would be kind of red flag. The commitment to get like a partner's name on your face. Like, it's one thing to do an arm, a leg, or wherever, but to do a face, no. There is nobody on the planet I love that much. And finally, anything that's trending. Trends die. It tells me that the person isn't willing to put anything unique on their body and they just want to follow what's cool right now. For example, people who get clocks, eyes, lions, etc. are probably the same ones who would have gotten tribal tattoos back in the 90s and early 2000s, whatever, just because it was cool in the moment. To me, that's a red flag. To permanently put something on yourself just because it's trending at the moment. I I get that, kind of. I don't know, because, like, if someone sees something they like, then why not let them have it, you know? There were some very interesting ones on there. Let me know what you agree with and what you disagree with. Is there anything not mentioned there that's a red flag for you? Comment down below. It's going to be so interesting to see what you guys say about this. But yeah, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you all so much. And until my next video, hope you all stay safe and well. And yeah, bye.